you developed your skills in media and communication?
I have developed my skills in media and communication through my work as a journalist and through my studies in media and communication. I have also gained valuable experience through internships and volunteering opportunities.
What do you think are the key elements of successful media campaigns?
There are a few key elements that are essential for any media campaign to be successful. First and foremost, it is important to have a clear and concise message that you want to communicate to your target audience. You need to know who your target audience is and what you want to say to them. Secondly, you need to have a well thought out plan for how you are going to reach your target audience. This includes knowing what channels you will use to reach them and what type of content you will use. Lastly, you need to make sure that you have the budget in place to execute your plan effectively. If you don't have the necessary resources, your campaign is likely to fail.
What do you think are the biggest challenges facing media professionals today?
There are a number of challenges facing media professionals today. One of the biggest is the need to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of the media industry. With new technology constantly emerging, media professionals need to be able to keep up with the latest trends and understand how to use new platforms to reach their audience. Additionally, they need to be able to create content that is engaging and relevant to their audience, while also staying within the bounds of ethical and legal standards. Another challenge facing media professionals is the increasing pressure to produce results quickly and efficiently. With deadlines looming and competition fierce, media professionals need to be able to work quickly and efficiently under pressure. Finally, media professionals also need to be aware of the changing political landscape and how it can impact their work. With fake news becoming more prevalent and trust in the media at an all-time low, media professionals need to be extra careful about verifying their sources and ensuring that their reporting is accurate.
How do you think new media technologies are changing the way we communicate?
The way we communicate is changing rapidly with the advent of new media technologies. These technologies are making it easier and faster to connect with people all over the world, and they are also opening up new ways of communicating that were not possible before. For example, social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook allow us to share information and ideas with a wide audience quickly and easily. We can also use video conferencing and voice over Internet protocol to communicate with others in real time, regardless of location.
What do you think is the future of traditional media?
There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, as the future of traditional media will vary depending on the specific medium in question. However, it is generally agreed that traditional media faces a number of challenges in the digital age. One of the biggest challenges is the sheer amount of competition that traditional media now faces. In the past, there were only a handful of TV channels, newspapers, and radio stations to choose from. Now, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of options available online. This fragmentation of the audience has made it harder for traditional media outlets to reach and engage with their target audiences. Another challenge is that traditional media is often seen as being behind the times when it comes to technology. Many people now get their news and entertainment from online sources, which are often quicker to adopt new technologies than traditional media outlets. This can make it difficult for traditional media to keep up with changing trends and stay relevant in the eyes of consumers. Finally, traditional media outlets also face pressure to cut costs in order to stay profitable. With advertising revenue declining in many industries, media companies have had to find ways to reduce expenses. This has led to layoffs and other cost-saving measures that have affected the quality of journalism.
What do you think is the most important aspect of effective communication?
The most important aspect of effective communication is understanding the needs of your audience and tailoring your message to meet those needs. It's also important to be clear, concise, and easy to understand.
How do you think businesses should use new media technologies?
There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, as the best way for businesses to use new media technologies will vary depending on the specific business and its goals. However, some general tips that businesses can use to make the most out of new media technologies include using them to connect with customers and create a more engaging customer experience, using them to collect data and insights about customers, and using them to drive sales and conversions. Additionally, it's important for businesses to keep up with the latest trends in new media technologies so they can be among the first to adopt new platforms and tools that could benefit their business.
What do you think is the best way to get your message across in today's world?
There is no one answer to this question, as the best way to get your message across will vary depending on the situation and audience. However, some tips for effectively communicating in today's world include being clear and concise, using strong visual aids, and using social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Additionally, it is important to be aware of the different ways people consume information and tailor your message accordingly.
What do you think is the most effective way to use social media in a marketing campaign?
There is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question, as the most effective way to use social media in a marketing campaign will vary depending on the goals and objectives of the campaign. However, some general tips that can help make social media marketing more effective include: define your goals and objectives for the campaign, and make sure that your social media activity is aligned with these. Identify your target audience and create content that is relevant and interesting to them. Use images and videos where possible, as these are more likely to capture attention and engage users. Encourage user interaction by asking questions, running competitions, and hosting giveaways. Take advantage of social media analytics tools to track your progress and measure your results.
What do you think is the best way to connect with your target audience?
There are many ways to connect with your target audience, and the best way depends on who your target audience is and what you want to communicate to them. Some common ways to connect with your target audience include advertising, public relations, social media, and events.
How do you think new media technologies are changing the way we advertise?
There is no doubt that new media technologies are changing the way we advertise. The most obvious change is the way we reach our target audience. With the advent of social media, we now have a direct line to consumers that was not possible before. We can target ads specifically to individuals based on their interests and demographics. Another change is the way we create ads. With new technology, we can create more immersive and interactive ads that engage consumers on a deeper level. We can also track consumer engagement with ads in real time and make adjustments accordingly. Overall, new media technologies are giving us more opportunities to connect with consumers and create more effective advertising campaigns.